Hello everyone. I'm making this video with an intention that whoever come across this video will become so confident in talking about whether it's their offers in the business, whether it's their story, or just in general, that you get to express from your gut. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because so many people, I know whoever is watching me right now, they know that this thing is within them. But somewhere we start to doubt ourselves. And I'm going to say this thing that it is not your fault that you started doubting. It's somewhere along the lines we start to look at the world from a lens of that if I'm going to share this, how I'm going to be perceived by others. And most of the time, those others are the people they know us. And when we're around those people, we start to be like, oh, if I just shrink and I will be fitting in into this group of people that's I'm thinking about, then I will be more palatable. But there's also a group that I'm talking to right now, which tend to go towards to the loner side of the human connection, right? And I'm talking to both because we are here to express, we are here to bring in our medicine into this world. And how are we going to do that when we don't believe in ourselves? There was so much doubt in sharing my own medicine with the world, like how I speak. Like I speak very slow and I move like that. But somewhere along the line, I kind of like started performing because in the corporate world or the jobs or, like normal world, I started to perform in a way that I wanted whoever I was looking up to, I was like, you know what? I really like this person. I hope I could talk like them. But when I started to do that, it just kind of made me more shrink. And when I became aware of my own medicine, like what my story is, how I want to share it, that thing opened up something in me that I am the one who is actually giving the permission slip for the ones who are looking up to me. So I don't have to look at somebody and be like, oh, I want to be like you. I want to be, even if we are inspired by it, we want to be like us. And how do you do that? How do you start to act more like you? I'm going to share some things that has helped me, which I'm hoping that it will help you. I share with so many people that I meet, whether it's my clients or the friends or the people I call a soul tribe, how I started finding my own voice and speaking confidently into this world is by sitting with myself and listening to my thoughts, like how I actually talk. And most of the time, my talk was coming from a place of as I was teaching someone. Because you might have heard of this thing that who are you when no one is watching, right? So that thing unlocked in me that whenever I speak something, whether it's a thought or anything, I'm actually speaking from a perspective of a teacher. So I'm always learning and recognizing the pattern, and I'm just trying to understand it and I'm sharing it with the world. And I was like, can I still speak this way? Right now, whatever I'm sharing with you is exactly how I speak. If someone is right in front of me, whether it's my client who is coming up to the call or whether it's my friend, this is exactly how I talk. So when you start paying close attention to your own voice, to your own thought, and how you express it, what's your way of speaking out loud what is going inside here? That is your way. And sometimes what happens is when we notice our thoughts, sometimes we don't like it because let's be honest, there is an inner critique that lives in here sometimes, especially when we have like very harsh conditioning or we have not been very kind to ourselves. That voice tells us, we like, you know what? You haven't done this. You have been lazy the whole day. Even though we are going to this luteal phase, but we don't give ourselves some grace. So listening to that thought is actually understanding that there's some work to do there. And when we start to pay attention to our thoughts, we start to reframe it. And when we start to reframe it, we start to live in the alignment of the thoughts, because whatever we are thinking is creating our reality. And when we are actually creating a reality, we're living it. And that's the embodiment piece comes in. You start to share with the embodiment of you, like you actually live it, you own it, and you're sharing with the world that this is what I believe in, or this is what I go through, or this is my flavor to the world. The next puzzle piece comes in when we're trying to fit into other people's boxes, that, oh, if I share this, will people like me? Will people still accept me? Will people leave my life? And that is where your evolution starts to happen rapidly. Because if we are holding on to the version of ourselves who we used to be, we're still holding on to the people that came into a specific timeline. And when you shift the timeline, you become somebody else. So don't panic that, oh, it's going to be my lonely chapter. You will have to go through that lonely chapter as well. But the souls who are meant to be in that chapter, I can promise you, they will come across your path, whether through social media, whether through new friends. But we have to come to this part of ourselves that we are not going there and looking for the people in desperation. And I'm sure so many people who are listening to me, that they are not that kind of tribe that go and look for the desperate people. But I'm also talking to the loner ones that don't isolate yourself to a point that you kind of feel like you're running out of the experiences being with people, because this is the human part. When you're around people, you start to live life in more authentic way, because if you are thinking this is your own way, that means there's some growth to be done. When you're around people, very selective people who see you, who can hold different perspectives, who help you grow, who help you challenge new beliefs, those are the people which plays a very important role in your life, especially in new timelines where you just stepped into, right? So be around people who help you to express your full self, who give you the space of asking those deep questions, because that's exactly what I give the space to my clients. Because what I noticed that so many people actually didn't have that space. So I thought I'm gonna create that space where people can come in and talk to me about the things that they're going through in their business. It's not about just, oh, what's my next offer is gonna be, but more so like, what are the limiting beliefs that are holding me, or what are the things that I can't put a finger on. And when I'm listening to them and I'm giving space to them, it becomes an aha moment for them. And that aha moment, that breakthrough moment, it starts to show up in their content, how they show up in their business. And if you're listening to me right now, if you're still here, there must be some moments where you feel like nodding your head, like, yeah, you're speaking to me. Yeah, this is how I feel. This is how I want to express. I want to leave this video with this one question. Who are you waiting on? Who's going to give you the permission? What are you waiting on? And sit with this question. Don't run for the answer. Sit with it. And you will find your answer that what is your next step? So if your next step feels like, not just looks like, feels like a full yes in your gut, that I am the person who can guide you in getting your authentic voice out there, whether it's your business, whether it's in your corporate world, or however it wants to come through, packed with the mission, like the mission that you're bringing into this world. If you feel I am that person, I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and you can reach out to me and we can get on a call and see where it leads. So I'm hoping that you gained some value from this video, and please let me know in the comments what were your breakthrough moments and what led you here. So bye bye for now.